This real estate photographer was just out trying to do his job when this happens.
I'm not going to ID.
Okay, stand up here. You're required to follow our instructions.
I'm not. Done. What law have I broken?
Possibly voyeurism. That's what we're trying to figure out.
What? You don't like the facts, I understand.
Your facts are bullshit, not facts.
You don't think I'm trained on First Amendment audits and all that other bullshit?
I'm glad you are. False narratives you want to create in your goofy head.
Go ahead and try to belittle me.
What kind of meds are you on?
I'm on reality, man. As I'm listening to you make a false narrative.
Welcome back to Just Following Orders. Today's video comes from Morgan County, Utah, where on August 14th, 2024, a real estate photographer was hired to take pictures of a property in a pretty swanky-looking neighborhood. He's instructed to take pictures of both the front side of the properties and the back. So after he's finished with the front, he goes around the back to the common area to finish his photos. Now, while he's back there doing his job, he gets approached by an angry Karen who's asking him why he's taking pictures. Now, he didn't have to answer her questions, but he was polite enough to tell her why he was taking the pictures, and then she asks him who told him to take the pictures or who hired him to take the pictures, and so he kindly pointed at the door of the person who hired him. But that wasn't good enough. She had to ask him who the person was specifically, like what's their name, and because he wouldn't give her specific information from a job that he's doing out of professionalism, she decides to call the police on him. So here comes the Morgan County Police, who displays some of the most tyrannical behavior you're gonna see. So first they approach the guy who hired the photographer and talk to him and get his story. Now the photographer himself uploaded this video and he added a lot of text explaining stuff, so I'm sorry for all of that. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's start the video.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Sorry to bug you. We're investigating this minor incident down the street here. There's somebody out taking photos.
Yeah, I talked to the other officer. But
oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has my ID right now, so I was coming out.
Oh, perfect. Do you have the... Are you working through a realtor right now?
Yeah, you want the number?
Yeah, if you have the name and number, that would be great. We just want to make sure he's legitimate.
Yes.
In a perfect world, this would be the end of the interaction. They're getting the information from the client, confirming that he's there doing a job. They should go back to our photographer guy and tell him, hey, we've confirmed that you're here legitimately doing a job. Sorry to bother you, and send him on his way. But what you're about to see is these cops escalate this encounter to an insane degree.
So, to your knowledge, was he supposed to be here to take photos, or?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yep. And he was asked to take photos of the common area.
Okay.
Yeah. We left the house.
Legally detained by partner over there.
All right. I don't know. I'm just jumping in the middle of this, so I don't know what all's going on.
If there was a crime here to investigate, I would accept an investigative detention.
Sure.
But there is nothing to investigate. It's pretty plain and clear. It's photos.
Well, I'm going to go touch base with him, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Do it quickly, because I'm wanting this detention to be over. It's not right. He's also trying to force me to ID and everything else. I want to keep my rights intact.
Understand.
I mean, you guys swore to defend.
All right, man.
Rights.
I don't need you to educate me. I'm here to help out,
I'm just
okay?
asking who's like.
Okay, just let us do our job.
One here that's going to illegally detain.
Let us do our job, and we'll get you on your way. Just relax. Don't escalate this. Keep it simple.
You're not something I'm going to relax about.
14, where you at? Well, here's all the realtor info. That's the name of the realty company. My phone number.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to go grab my phone.
Okay, cool.
Get my notepad.
Oh, thanks.
Somewhere.
I might.
No, you're good.
I'm sure I do if I didn't give it back. For some reason, I thought I'd give it back to you. Maybe I didn't.
I have your ID down here in my car. Oh, sweet. If you want to come grab it. I'd love to grab that. Step on that side of my car. Here.
I'm still being detained.
Step on this
Stand up here.
car until I can figure out who you are.
I'm not going to ID.
Okay, stand up here. You're required to follow our instructions.
I'm not. Why am I
Sir?
detained?
Don't just stand up here. It's for our safety and for your safety.
I'll stand over here.
Okay. Bring your hands behind your back for me.
What did I do?
Bring your hands behind your back.
What did I do?
Here, let's get out here.
What did I do?
You're not following our orders.
Why do I have to follow your orders? What?
Hey,
Why are you
let me
trying to
put the
break my arm?
camera up here so it doesn't
Hey,
get
can
rough.
somebody film this?
Hey, let me put
Here.
I'm not going to resist. I'm not going to resist. But why? Why? Do I have a lesson to learn or something?
There are no lessons to learn at our
We
age,
gave you lawful order and you're refusing to comply.
I told you I didn't want you
Why
sitting
am I-
on my car right up there when I'm sitting there trying to do a few things to figure out who you are.
What have I done? What law have I broken?
Possibly voyeurism. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Wow, who said anything about voyeurism? You just confirmed with this client that he was there to do a job for real estate. For you to suggest that means that's coming from your own imagination. Not to mention, this cop also said that there are no lessons to learn for us at our old age, which means that he can't learn anything. He can't be taught anything, and he can't be wrong about anything.
At our
We gave you
age,
lawful
sir.
order and you're refusing to.
I told you I didn't want you
Why
sitting
am I-
on my car right up there when I'm sitting there trying to do a few things to figure out who you are.
What have I done? What law have I broken?
Possibly voyeurism. That's what we're trying to figure out.
What?
Yeah. What?
Real estate photography is what I'm doing.
Cool. Well, we got to figure that all
And
out.
it's what I've done for like 12 years.
Guess what? We get called to something. It's our job to investigate. That's it.
What crime?
Your
What are
rights
you
are not being
investigating?
detained.
Are your cameras, body
What did
cameras?
my sergeant just say?
What crime? Voyeurism?
Yes.
I think you heard us the first time.
And what did I voyeur?
Somebody's home.
This is something that's done all the time. You shoot the outside of the unit to put it up for sale.
When somebody calls us and says,
You had it explained by the owner that they're doing it for real estate.
huh?
The owner that they're doing it for, they've explained to you it's for real estate.
Well, the owner never invited you here.
Then how the hell did he get there? Y'all literally just talked to the guy. What the hell is happening right now?
Yeah, they did.
The owner,
97. So I'm shooting for.
why are they saying that?
Because somebody else is confused about why I'm taking photos. It's just a confusion on their end. That shouldn't be a reason that I'm in cuffs.
The reason you're in cuffs is not for following our orders for safety purposes. You made that choice.
I was just
That's why you're in
standing
cuffs
out
right
the road.
now. We told you to stand in front of this car where we could see you. Period.
Why do I have to?
Hey,
why
don't
should
be
I
a dumbass. Just follow the police
if I
fucking
haven't
orders.
broken the
It's
law?
simple.
This is
Follow
Nazi
orders.
Germany. I don't have to
Oh
follow
my God,
orders. if
you
I
have no
haven't
idea what you're
broken the
talking
law.
about.
If I haven't broken the law,
We're
you guys don't have to
investigating.
order me
Hey,
around.
it's simple.
I haven't broken the law.
We have a job to do.
But I
We get
haven't broken
dispatched.
the law.
Just shut your mouth and I'll explain to you.
But there's no reason to detain me if I haven't broken the law.
We get dispatched to
You
something.
have no reasonable or
Okay.
articulable suspicion
There's no getting through to you.
to put me in cuffs.
Just keep
I am
it.
going to make this into a lawsuit. Okay. I absolutely have to. Look, I haven't done anything.
Hey, that's your right. Do it. Do it. Enjoy the lawsuit that'll go nowhere.
So your name and badge number, Mr. Green.
Yep.
What's your badge number? Is it part of the policy to give
know what?
the public your? Like, why are we
Well,
not
we don't
going
care.
by?
Do yourself a
Why
favor
you
and
guys are not
exercise your
playing by
Fifth
the
Amendment
rules?
rights,
Let me
okay?
explain something to you, okay? You're in a tiny ass county. We don't have badge numbers.
Yeah, y'all got tiny ass brains too. How the fuck is he supposed to know that y'all don't have badge numbers? Like, what's the point in being so rude and disrespectful? Y'all got this man illegally detained and y'all are acting like he's the problem.
I'm just
I have
wondering.
a call sign.
An employee ID number, anything.
Okay, well, my number is 62.
Okay.
My employee ID number. But we don't have badge numbers.
I would like to know what law is broken.
That's what we're investigating. It's a law. That's one of the
Public
violation of law.
photography is protected under the First Amendment, even.
And that's great. If everything checks out, then you'll be on your way. I don't know what happened to
Why
what
am
you,
I being
what,
detained?
what you did to get
He
yourself
said
in
stand.
cuffs.
Are you with a
Like I'm
photography
dog.
company or what?
And I'm not. I haven't broken the law.
Do you
I
work for a
don't get
company,
ordered
yes or
around.
no?
I'm not answering questions. I'm in cuffs.
I'm trying to help you out here so we can get you on your way. So.
Me telling you I'm working for gets me out of cuffs.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous.
The way you're behaving is ridiculous.
What's the investigation part?
Because somebody told us here
Okay.
that somebody's photographing their home that they, in the back of their home, that they didn't invite to their home.
And anybody can take pictures of anything that they can see in public.
You can't trespass on their property though either.
That was a common area that I was invited into. It's not trespassing. I haven't been trespassing. There's no reason why I wouldn't be able to be there. It's public at that point.
So let us do our job.
I'm not restricted by anything.
Let us do our job and investigate so we can find out. If you're not up to anything shady, you'll be on your way. You got nothing to worry about,
I think we
right?
just investigated it, and you had it explained to you clearly. This is all public. You're arresting me for being in public. Yeah. You can look at anything your eyes can see in public. That's not voyeurism.
When somebody calls us and tells us,
Yeah, but
If I was
camera
in their
pointing
window,
through somebody's window,
that's a whole different
that's
thing.
very likely
You wanna see the
voyeurism.
pictures? You want to see the pictures?
I'll let our investigating deputy look at the pictures if that's what he wants to do. I'm just here to assist him.
Then the investigation's over, isn't it? Because you're not voyeuring into
Oh my
somebody's
God.
window.
You don't want to quit, do you?
But I'm going to stand up for my rights. I'm in cuffs for no reason.
You're in cuffs for not following orders.
I don't have to.
You did
follow
that to
orders
yourself.
when I'm being illegally detained.
You're not being illegally detained.
you never were illegally detained.
Yeah, there's no investigation here.
There is
There's
an
no law
investigation.
broken.
Well,
You have to
when
have a
we're-
crime to investigate
No, we have to have reasonable, articulable facts.
of a crime.
Yeah,
Of a crime.
yeah.
And there is no crime.
There is a crime of what we got called to.
No, there isn't. You're just describing something that is like peeping in a Tom on and peeping in a window on somebody. That is
I
not
don't-
the call you got.
I don't
That
know
is
what
not
you're
the
doing
call
up
you
here.
got. You're trying to make this into a voyeurism, but it's not, and you know it's not.
I never said I'm investigating if it is or is not.
Then what are we doing? We're just
He's
standing
doing
here?
his job. Yeah.
He already has done his job. He has already talked to them. It has already been clarified.
Okay. Well, when he's done, and
She could clarify before he did. She hired me to take real estate photos. They've got me over here in cuffs. I don't know, but I'm over here in cuffs. He might be over there in cuffs. Who knows?
Okay. All right, but like I
And now he's trying to screw me over with my client. That's another thing I'm going to be putting into the lawsuit. He's over there
Perfect.
talking bad and everything. I've known them for years. They're going to let me know everything that was said.
perfect. Then sue us.
I will.
Cool.
Voyeur cuffs will be going in first thing tomorrow.
Perfect.
Where's your guys' apartment? Where's your located?
48 West Jones
You got a
Street.
card? Now you want to stare me down? Try to intimidate me?
You're staring me down. You're the one that's sitting here
I'm not trying
making
to
eye
stare you down.
contact with me all creepily like.
What are you talking about? How creepily like? Can you describe it better?
Well, you're staring me down.
I'm not staring you down. You're staring me down. I looked over and you were just mad dogging me. Because you have a point to prove. Just like you tried to hurt my arm when you put these cuffs on me. You did it on purpose, and there was no reason for it.
Dude,
You were using more force than necessary.
stop pretending to be a victim here.
I'm not. I'm just saying the facts. You don't like the facts, I understand.
Your facts are bullshit, not facts.
No, they are facts. You were trying to be a little more aggressive than you needed to be for no reason. There was no resistance, no nothing.
There was no reason for you to not follow our orders, was there? Other than to be an asshole.
Other than I'm a free
Good
man
job
in
with that.
America that I don't have to listen to what another man tells me to do unless I've broken the law.
Damn right. Now watch this officer rack his brain trying to come up with a witty response.
That I don't have to listen to what another man tells me to do unless I've broken the law.
Clearly don't
That's
know what
the
you're
truth.
talking about.
I clearly do. No, I absolutely know it for a fact I do. The Constitution, the oath you take is to uphold and protect the rights of the citizens, not to abuse the rights of the citizens.
No rights are being abused.
Yeah, they are. I'm being illegally detained. No crime has been committed, and you know that. If you knew your job with laws, you would know that public photography is not illegal, and voyeurism is peeking through somebody's window, which you know I wasn't doing.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure
You do
out.
know that.
I don't know that.
You do know that. They all know that. He's just taking the extra time to talk bad to my client to make me look bad, like I've done something wrong, when I haven't.
What do you mean to your client?
He's talking to my agent that I work for.
And if the agent says everything's good, then
I would like this illegal detention to end.
when he's finished with his investigation,
He's not investigating. He's over there bad-mouthing me to my agent. That's not an investigation.
no, it is an investigation.
He's over there obtaining my information without my permission. He doesn't have a reason to have my information. Fourth Amendment violation.
Okay.
He was trying to force my ID out of me. And I asked him over and over, am I being detained? And it was that point he wanted to detain me. I just wanted to know if I was being detained before I gave over my ID.
You were being detained.
Not at that point. Before you were here.
All right. Like I said, you can make...
Oh, I'm going to. A big deal out of this. YouTube, everything. I already got video on here, and I'm going to get your body cams.
Perfect.
So the officer talks to his client, like the actual contractor that he works for, and tells him a whole story that's different from what actually took place. Basically pushing the idea that some type of voyeurism or peeping Tom situation is going on, suggesting that he's doing his job improperly and doing inappropriate things that he hasn't been hired to do, which is exactly the reason people don't want to give cops their information.
So has he been decent since then?
No.
So
Being a frick.
it is not common practice for him to sit there and take pictures inside people's houses and stuff. That's the people that hired him. And she goes, no, every once in a while he'll take a picture of the whole road to show what it's attached to. And it's not okay for him to be taking pictures of people's properties and their personal stuff.
Yeah.
She goes, I don't hire him for that.
Oh. So had she hired him at all?
Yeah, she hired him to take pictures of this house and this house.
Oh. So he was taking pictures of everybody
He was
else.
standing at the very back in the back of their place. She's sitting in her house, her blinds are open, and he's standing there with the tripod taking pictures inside her house.
Oh, no
she opened
shit.
up the door saying, can I help you? Why are you taking pictures of me? He says, I'm just doing my job. Takes a few more pictures. She says, well, your job is what, taking pictures of me? He's like, am I trespassing? Am I breaking just like he's doing with us? Am I breaking the law? Am I doing this?
Yeah, this cop is a liar. In the original video, there's part of the police call when this lady called in, and she said nothing about him standing at her window taking pictures inside of her house. This cop is completely making this shit up on his own. Also, remember, he's already offered to show them all the pictures that he's taken. If this was the case, they could easily figure it out.
Oh. He did say, for what it's worth, he goes, he offered to show me the photos that he took. So I don't know if you want to...
No, well,
If he was not-
he's been wandering around. Who knows what he deleted? I don't even give a
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, see, this cop is just doing whatever he can to paint this dude as a bad guy. I don't even give a shit. Like, what even is this investigation?
So, did he give you his date of birth or anything?
No. I was going to shit.
Hey, Josh, what's your date of birth?
You're legally required to identify yourself, by the way.
So I'm going to be arrested if I don't?
Talk to the deputy.
What is your date of birth? I'm trying to make this
I will
easy.
give it to you. If you tell me I'm going to be arrested, if I don't give it to you, I'll give it to you.
You want me to tell you you're being arrested?
If you're going to threaten me with arrest.
I'm not threatening you with anything.
What?
Right now, I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out the situation because your employer is saying at not any given time has she ever hired you to take direct pictures inside people's or their personal property.
I've never taken a picture inside.
That's not what these people are saying when her blinds are open. That's why I'm trying to figure this out so we can either get you out of here or you and I can sit down and have a more civil conversation about
So you want to
this.
force my information out of me?
No, I want to talk to you. There's no forcing.
So
no.
my birthday lets you know whether or not I was looking through windows.
I'm telling you what they're telling us. I'm trying to figure this out, sir. I'm trying to be decent with you. You're the reason you're in handcuffs.
I'll help you out. That's a 14 millimeter lens, which is a very wide angle, which is very far away. So from that corner, you can't even see into a window.
Okay. What is your date of birth so I can make sure that we have everything correct so that we can try to get you out of here?
What crime am I being detained for? Just and then I'll give you my birthday.
Are you me? You want to go down this road?
I want to know. I just want to know.
I'm going to go get statements from them about...
Okay.
I just want to know what crime I'm being detained for.
I told you
Voyeurism?
for investigation of voyeurism. I'm not accusing you of it.
But you would have to see that I was looking through windows. So you can look right at my camera right here and see what I was looking. And then the investigation's over.
We're going to talk to them.
I'm shooting that back common space because
We also don't know what you may or may not have deleted from your camera, though, either. Again, this is why we have to
You
investigate.
won't be able to tell because they're all in sequence.
Okay, well, maybe we can venture down that path. We'll see.
They're all in sequence.
Okay.
Nothing's been deleted.
Just cooperate with us. We're trying to expedite
I'm trying to
things
get my
the best
rights
we
intact.
can.
It-
Well,
my
your rights have not been
father-
violated. I know you think they have, but they have
Our
not.
rights- But if I'm being detained and there's no crime,
We don't know that yet.
taking photos in public is not a crime.
Hang on a second. You may, in your own head, know I didn't commit a crime, but we don't know that.
No.
We're the police. Our job is to investigate if a crime has occurred or not.
I don't know.
So taking photos in public is illegal?
No.
Okay.
But if you're
Okay, so
taking
you're taking
photos
photos
inside
in public-
somebody's home, as they're alleging, that is highly illegal.
I wasn't taking photos inside
But that's
their
what we're
home.
investigating. That's why we don't
So
know.
I have false
That's why we don't know if there's a
allegations
crime
placed
yet.
against me?
That's why we don't. It's our job to investigate. We can't
have
just.
false
We can't just take your
allegations
word
against me?
for it. We can't. We don't know you. You don't know me. That's our job. We're cops. We investigate shit. Sometimes people allege a crime that didn't occur. Sometimes people allege a crime that did occur. It's our job to find out if it occurred or
We are
not.
neutral fact finders. That is all we do.
So, and while we're doing that, you are required to identify yourself. It's a criminal violation not to. So if that's something you want to get stuck with, then that's on you. We'll find out who you are one way or another.
I'll be arrested if I don't identify myself because it's against the law, and you're saying that this is illegal detention and I have to. So I'll identify myself.
Okay, what's your name?
As long as you guys are saying that by law I have to.
You do.
in this
Yes, we said that multiple times to you.
And if I don't do it, I'll go to jail. Right?
There's a very high likelihood of that,
I
yes.
need yes or no.
Dude.
We're just going by the book, dude.
We're not
I'll
going to.
identify myself.
Okay, perfect. And who are you?
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
Identify yourself?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. My name's Joe.
See, it's easy.
Mm-mm.
That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's not going to be easy. And it's not over.
I don't know why you gotta make it so difficult, man.
I'm not making it difficult. I didn't do anything.
Well, that's what we have to figure out.
Taking photos in public, it's not voyeurism when you're just taking photos in public.
Okay.
I can take photos of anything my eyes
You're
can
right.
see.
You can come video me
Everything.
all through my
The whole
office.
thing,
You don't think
everything.
I'm trained on
Yeah, you
First
know this.
Amendment audits and all that other
I'm glad
bullshit?
you are.
Well, now we know how he feels about the law and your rights.
You don't
Everything.
think I'm trained on
Yeah, you
First
know this.
Amendment audits and all that other
I'm
bullshit?
glad you are.
Yeah, I am. And when there's an allegation involving a home, you know that's different. You know damn well it is.
It's not when it's public. Anything you can see.
But when somebody's telling us
That
otherwise,
you're looking through their windows?
that you're taking
You guys
pictures,
are making that up. Nobody said that. I was over there
Okay.
when he was investigating and talking to them. I
Okay,
got it
cool.
on camera. Nobody said
perfect.
that. You guys are making that up.
Whatever false narratives you want to create in your goofy head.
I'm tired of this dude. They've been creating false narratives literally the entire time they've had this dude detained. This is projection at its finest.
Go ahead and try to belittle me.
You're
Why
belittling
are you trying to
fine.
belittle me? What
I've
is
got
that
stuff
gain
on
for
me.
you? Is it part of the job or is it a personal thing to belittle me?
You sure know how to make your life difficult, don't you?
What, by speaking freely? Like that, you got a problem with
By
that?
speaking freely,
You got a
but
problem with
not having any idea what you're talking about.
No, you're over here trying to belittle me. Again, you just tried to say I didn't know what I'm talking about.
Because you
but
keep
I
trying to
do.
put words in our mouth and make drastic assumptions that are completely false.
You guys are
and
making
incoherent.
false assumptions about voyeurism and other stuff for a
Okay.
reason to be here.
Okay.
You guys must be bored.
Again, believe these false narratives you've created.
You
That's
are creating
fine.
false narratives. You're just like a Russian. I listen to those Russians lie all the time while they're doing exactly the same thing that they're accusing the other of doing.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You're over there making a false narrative, accusing me of making a false narrative. Right? Did it seem like it's me, not you? But it's you, actually, making a false narrative?
What kind of meds are you on, man? What kind of meds are you on?
I'm on reality, man. As I'm listening to you make a false narrative.
Every cop in this situation should get on meds.
To have me in handcuffs.
Okie doke.
I don't know about anything about qualified immunity either. Big time investigation. It's taking quite some time.
Which car is yours?
It's taken quite a while to investigate this.
Is your car up here?
What, do I have to answer that question?
It's a simple question,
How
man.
is this investigating? Like, does that help you with the voyeurism claim that you're making up?
It could.
I'd
You
like
mean,
to end this detention. It's illegal.
you mean the voyeurism claim that seems very legitimate up to this point?
very legitimate?
Yeah.
Not even close.
So far.
Not even close.
That's what all criminals say.
Oh, now I'm a criminal. Yeah.
We're working on it. We're trying to find out.
You're trying to
We're
make
find
me a
out.
criminal. Yeah.
You're doing that yourself.
No, I'm not. I haven't done anything wrong.
I don't know why you're so confrontational. If you're just cool with us, then we could wrap this up quickly and potentially get you on your way.
I'm in cuffs because I didn't stand where you wanted me to stand.
I'm gonna put you in the back of my car here for now.
My camera.
Hold that here. Yeah, I'll grab it.
So I'm going into the back of a cop car now. Still haven't broken the law. I still haven't broken the law.
So they put him in the back of the police car and go do some other stuff, and then they come back and release him.
Okay. Hold up. Right here, right index finger.
Do I have to?
You have to.
By law?
By law, either you do this or we're going to jail. I'm trying to give you a break here. Okay, do me a favor. Sign right here. What you're being charged with is interfering with a peace officer.
By law?
By law. It says either you sign it or you go to jail. But this is in lieu of you going to jail.
You have a problem with asking questions?
No, I don't have a problem with you asking questions. Okay, so here's your copy, all right? You're going to go to the Morton Justice Court, 48 Young Street. Got any questions? Phone number's right there for it,
I'll see you
okay?
in court.
Okay.
Look
See you
forward to
then.
it. Oh, I can't go on the property?
No, you got to go. After all this stuff, you got to go today.
So I'm being trespassed from public property?
No, I'm telling you, you're not going back and causing any more issues. So you can either get in your car and leave, or I'll take the ticket and we'll go to jail. I'm trying to make this easy for you. You just don't get it. You bought this yourself.
Appreciate the breaks you've been given and move on.
What is it? Where?
This sucks. I've been using it for 10 years. I didn't realize his job is to take the banks of the entire thing, but not individual property and not individual stuff. I'm like, yeah, individual people staying in windows. And she goes, well, then I guess I'm going to have to get a new photographer. It sucks because I've been using it for the song. I was like, well, your photographer's from last night. And I was like, he brought this on his. How are you?
Hey man, good. Hey, are you out right now?
Yeah, what can I help with?
There's a car we're trying to get stopped. Where are you at?
I'm actually in North Ogden, but I can head that way really quick.
No, you're good then.
Damn it.
Just this asshole that we're.
All three of these cops need to be fired, and their names will be in the description. They're rude, unprofessional, and disrespectful. They cursed at this man and called him several names while he calmly protested and stood on his rights without resorting to childish behavior. And when you can't recognize and acknowledge your own shitty behavior, you point the finger and blame it on somebody else, which is exactly what they did to him. It's like these cops create a weird and twisted reality in their own heads and act like it's the real world. For Deputy Boots to call his employer and badmouth him to get him fired is pathetic and intentional. You truly have to have evil in your heart to mess with the innocent man's livelihood. And then the final call to the other officer to get him pulled over. I mean, they really had it in for this dude because he didn't lick the boots. And Josh is definitely filing a lawsuit, so make sure y'all hit the subscribe button so y'all can keep updated. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Thank y'all for watching today's video. Check out another one. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time.